All right. There you go. Who started the poll? Well, all right. So more and more people now are realizing that MAGA are the 1933 Nazis. They're not the not the 1941 Nazis that were murdering Jews. No, they're baby Nazis. They're baby Nazi. ICE is the modern day Gestapo. And unlike Hitler in 1933, who didn't have $170 billion to fund them, Trump is, they have massive budgets. They're giving they're looking for KKK, police officers that were, kicked out of their precincts, military officers who were kicked out of the military. They're looking for the worst of the worst, to be the worst. That's why they hide their face. And they're friends with another Nazi group, of all people, the Jewish who are treating Palestine like a modern day concentration camp, right? That's the reality. So the only way to stop this is for you to start calling them, for you to start protesting, to start chalking outside of buildings, right? That's chalk. Go to chalk and write, inscribe, MAGA Nazis, ICE Nazis. No, not. It's really the Jewish government. I wouldn't put the Jewish people, but the Jewish government. And they have their own MAGA. Most Jewish people are not this way. The Jewish in America are now rebelling against the Israeli Jews. Very clear. It's the Jewish government, just like it's the American government in charge, or the Nazis in America. MAGA is literally the modern day Nazi party. Now it's 1933, so it's a chance for people to wake up, to step away, to say, "Fuck this! I'm not going to participate." But they're offering $170,000. I looked it up for people who retired from ICE to go back to work at ICE and make $170,000. Right? People to come back. They're offering $50,000 bonuses. They're offering to forgive student loans. All this stuff. They're trying to build up ICE as quickly as they can, right? As this deep state police force. It is a deep state police force that's going to be pivoted against the American people, right? Once they get to a certain level, right? So let's say they double or triple. Yeah, I don't know the poll, Crystal. I mean, it's horrific. It's horrific. They realize. I mean, I think they realize that. I mean, I hate to say this. They realize that there's no coming back, right? They've gone down the path of being butchers, of being Nazis, and they might as well finish the job. Is that what's going on in Israel? Right? What? How is sterile? Sterile. Sub-sterile. How you doing? How's it bullshit? How's it bullshit, Sterile? I mean, you're smart enough to realize, Sterile, that when you take away, when you don't give people due process, right? You don't give people due process, they're going to come for you, dude. Sterile, this police force will be used to keep you subjugated. The jobs report, it turns out Trump lied on the first jobs report. It was a lot worse. It was really horrific. And this one was horrific. So what does Trump do? He fires the person who's just doing his fucking job. These people in administration are just doing their job. They're non-political. They just do the fucking job. They count the numbers. So Trump now is going to hide how bad America is actually doing. Prices, in America are soaring. There's this tech bubble going on right now, so it's kind of hiding a lot of stuff in the stock market. But the reality is America's in a really bad situation, really bad state. Yeah, Sterile's long term. Sterile's old timer. He's old timer. The streets feel safer. Where do you live, Sterile? It feels safer right now because you're not brown, right? It's safer for you because you're not brown. But if you're brown in America, if you're black in America, the streets aren't safer, dude. People are living in fear, just like they did in Nazi Germany. There's 11 million people living in fear now. On that. 11 million. How's it bullshit, Sterile? Right? Are you just embracing your Nazi now? Are you just going full Nazi? Sterile's going full Nazi. You're just feeding. Even Joe Rogan. Have you noticed Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan is now speaking up against, right? The male youth. When I say youth, I don't know, 18 to 35-year-olds are now against Trump. Right. I don't know if that, James, you talking to me? I'm anti-fascist, right? MAGA is fascist. The Trump regime is just getting going, guys. Just getting going. When you double ICE, there'll be crackdowns in all cities. And yeah, the white person, the person that looks like me, are gonna, I feel safer because you're not being targeted, right? But if your name is Lopez, right, and you're an American, guess what? You're being targeted. There is no due process. When they decide to start targeting people like me because I'm speaking against the regime, or people like Midas Touch and others, right? They're going to pivot ICE. They're going to pivot ICE to normal Americans. And your house, the cost of your housing is going to go up crazy. The cost of your food is going to go up crazy. Everything is going to go up. And it's simple economics. If you don't have people picking your fucking food, right, and the food is rotting on your fields, what's going to happen to the price of those vegetables and things, right? What's going to happen to them? They're going to go up. When you don't have people showing up to cut your meat, and meat is spoiling, right, and meat's not getting cut, what's going to happen to the price of your meat in America? I mean, you can't be this stupid, Sterile. All right? You can't be stupid. You're going to have auto driving trucks, so your truck driver jobs are going to go. All your taxi jobs are all going to go. Yeah, have you ever tried to do farm work, James? Have you ever tried that? You think that's going to work? Have you ever, have you ever like looked at what, for example, melon picking or strawberry picking? Are you just a dumb fuck? You think homeless people are going to be able to fucking work on farms, James? Are you really that fucking stupid? Are you just a stupid fuck, James? Dude, are you dumb? It's not an easy job. Go look at some videos, James. Take fucking, take 2 minutes and go look at the fucking videos. Go look at the video. Hold on, I got my son wants to get on. What they'll end up doing, I can see them doing this, James. They'll take incarcerated prisoners and they'll start doing what Alabama is doing, and that's a form of slavery. All right. All right. You know, the slavery they do in Alabama, where they force prisoners to work for like 30 cents an hour, like 15 cents an hour. That's what they get paid. And then the for-profit prisons, right, make a bunch of fucking money on top of that. So not only are they making money off of the, it's like bringing back slavery into it. So, but your idea of taking homeless and having them work, these jobs are they're specialized jobs. If you've watched any pickers, these people are specialized in what they do. And, to think that, you're going to get, homeless or Americans to jobs is ridiculous. But, and also to train, I mean, there's so many levels to this. And just the insensitivity, realizing that right now there's 11 million, right, individuals living in abject fear. This is no different. This is no different than, no different than, the 500,000 Jews in 1933 living in abject fear and their families, wondering what's going to happen to them. And we're doing that to a people. And then on top of that, look what's going on with Palestine. How we're just fucking ignoring the, they're literally starving women and children and individuals. And, and if you haven't, go look at some videos. Go just take 5 minutes. If you're pro this shit, you need to go look at these videos of what's happening to Palestinian kids. And that just says the state of who you are. If you're pro what's going on in Palestine, if you think they deserve, women and children and individuals deserve what's happening in Palestine, you're a sick fuck, period. No one deserves that, especially in 2025, when you have like 1% of 1% of America. 1% owns over 50% of America. When you have this massive wealth inequality. And look, we had another Luigi. Look, another Luigi happened at the NFL in New York. It's going to be a trend. And you've got, it's going to be a trend. I was saying that before. Luigi trend is coming, people. Number 2 Luigi just happened. People, rich people are going to be afraid because the pitchforks are coming, and they're not pitchforks. They're AR-16s. All right, AR-16s, easy to get. Oh, you can easily get a concealed weapon license, right? You can open carry anywhere in America now because of Republicans. So it's coming. People are going to be fed up. Say, what the fuck, dude? I'm broke. I have nothing. You know what? Let me go get my friend to give me an AR. Let me go and do some damage. And what the fuck? I have no future. I can't buy a house. I can't get a job, fuck it. Let me go out with an AR-16. That's what's going to happen, right? Or sorry, AR-15. Yeah, whatever. It's just started. The Luigi epidemic is just started, people. And you got billionaires eating America, right? And people have no future, have no purpose, have no, are sick, can't afford to feed. They're going to go out with a bang. They're going to go out with a bang. And it's Luigi, number two. All right. And, it's, and this is society that the Republicans created. When you steal from the lower class and the middle class, when you think that's okay to sell off America land, right, to benefit the few, to roll back regulations that they're to protect the people just for the benefit of people to get richer, right? The richer let's make it easier for these fuckers to get richer and richer and richer, right? People are gonna say enough's enough. They're gonna say fuck it. I would. I mean, wouldn't you? Seriously. I mean, wouldn't you? And you have nothing else to live for? Huh? Here? Left? With Mikey, he's looking for some shorts. What? The guy didn't even play. The guy didn't even play. The thing with the guy in New York, he didn't even play NFL. I mean, he played only high school football. He didn't even play college football. But when you have no rules, I mean, you need a license to drive a car. But just to get an automatic weapon in America, you need absolutely nothing. It's insane. This is a set use store here. Look at these crazy expensive shit, dude. Hummer. Look at this. Name brand stuff here. Oh, look, fishing. Some fishing goggles. Fishing poles. Maybe I should get a new fishing pole. How much is this one? Fucking hate fishing. Why am I looking at fishing poles? Fucking pissed off that. I'm gonna blame pissed off that. It's like a good pull. This thing here. Anyway, I get here. I got my chest cold back. So like, if you come to Japan, so here's a great. Go to a second-hand store. You get sleeping bags and shit here. Don't need to bring your sleeping bag, tents, all like used. Right, this is a used store. So what's Chrome's point? I don't know nothing about guns, dude. I live in a society. I grew up not having to worry about my kids being shot. Right. I live in a society here in Japan where 5-year-olds walk to school by themselves and walk home by themselves without any worry of any sort of violence or abduction or anything else. I live in a society where you don't have to worry about, you know, worry about, this sort of shit. We don't have guns here. I love that. I love the fact we don't have guns here. Why do you want to live in a society with fucking guns? I don't get it. Live in a society here where people are kind to each other. People are courteous to each other. People aren't assholes like America. You know? Anyway, my son's looking for some boxing shorts. Little cute little backpacks. Look at this. Car seats. Are car seats expensive now? Shit, we should have sold our car seat, dude. I don't know what we did with our car seat. These things here. This resell. Jolie. $100 on here. TVs. Look at how cheap TVs are now. Like, look, $25 for $25 for a flat screen TV. Panasonic, $25. That's like $25. Isn't that insane? These things were crazy expensive. I don't know what's wrong with that one. There's violence nowhere in the world. Every place has, has violence and stuff, but nothing like America. Nothing like America. On there. Look at iPhone 14 cover. What's this one here? Like an iPhone 11 Pro cover. I don't know what this is. $100. I have another case. These are only like, 70 cents. Should have brought my phone. Oh, I do have my other phone. I don't know what size these are. It's kind of dumb. They don't put their size. Anyway. I know, but Tony Perkins. See what else is here. Look, they got thermoses. White musk. What do you look? I thought you finding that's for boxing, huh? Huh? You got holes in them. You got a hole here, Mikey. Huh? It's just gonna rip, and I think it's too big for you. There's no way that's gonna. That's like way too big for you. I think. I thought you were looking for boxing shorts. Look at all the New York hats. Huh? Go try it on. Go try it on. It fits. You want anything else? What about your shorts for boxing? How about these here? Huh? Why? These are boxing shorts. What's wrong with these?
That's one good thing.
What's wrong with these for training? Did you try these? Look at these are cool. What do you think, guys? Kakoi. What do you think? How about these for boxing? What the hell are these? I think it's maybe underwear. What are you using for boxing shoes? What are these for? These running shoes? What are these for? These basketball? They got like rubber spikes on them. They're rubber. Maybe running on snow? You think snow? Think for snow? I fucking myself. There you go. Here's some South Mouth shoes right here. These are I think these are running shoes, aren't they? What do you think? Look what they do here. They only put out one shoe. I don't know why. Maybe no. Actually, there's actually two shoes here, except for only one shoe here. Like, where's the other shoe? Oh, look. That's why there's only one shoe here. Look. They're fucking $400. These are like $500 shoes. It's a $500 shoe, Mikey. $500. Who fucking wears $500 shoes? Which gray ones? This one here, this one, or this one here? $500 right here, leather. Uplift all over the country. Oh, you think Polydancer? You think the Yellowstone's about to explode? Are you a shoe guy? Which one you like? This one? These are $500, dude. Should I send them to you? Here, I'll buy them and send them to you. Good. It's not going to look good for America. Look how my voice is all. I got fucking massive chest infection again. I've been doing my lung treatment. I didn't do it today. And that's why my fucking lungs this way. On there. I feel heaven. Let me check what size these are. Let me check what size they are. What is that? What is your feet size in centimeters? Oh, these are like nines. Oh man, they're like, look, 25. You're my size. You're 28. Oh, too bad. I would have sent them to you, South Mouth. Just $500. Dude, I hope so. I mean, you guys, you got anyone protesting? Did anyone go out and protest at all? Oh, my son wanted to fucking buy new clothes. This is a used fucking store, dude. Shit's expensive here in a used store. It's ridiculous. Here you go. Here's some watches. That's like that Baby G. That's my Baby G thing right here. This Baby G is like a $5 watch. You're selling it for like $50. The Casio, maybe not. It's a Casio. Yeah, I should buy something for my wife here. It looks cool. All right. Does it fit your waist? How tight is it on your waist? Okay, not tight. You need a belt. Huh? Yeah, you can wear it a long time. But the thing is all right. Who's Tony? Who you talking to? Oh yeah, he doesn't like that. Yeah, we don't talk about Marxist shit in this chat, dude. We talk about Trump. We talk about fucking Epstein. We talk about, Nazis. We talk about AI. Well, I do. You guys don't have to. You guys keep talking about what you talk about. He's talking about Marxist shit, dude. You guys are crazy, or just because we want people to come here the right way. But the thing is, pissed. Obama and Biden has deported more people than Trump in the time that they've done it. That's a fact, and it's a fact that Obama has deported way more people than Trump ever did, and they did it the right way. You can't do it with violating individuals' due process. You can't do it. You have to do it the right way. I know that this basketball looks small to you. Is this a small basketball? It looked right size to you. Looks small to me. Official size and weight 7. I guess it's okay. Although they got the stretchy shit, I should get that. Oh. Oh, my wife wants this. I'll get this for my wife. She's got a bad back. Maybe she'll be good. This was this for what on your back, right? Rolling. MAGA America. Nazi America, you mean there. You're kicking out my. You can't go on banning people for asinine reasons, Tony. Then why did you ban Weston? No, Weston did say he was talking about Marxist shit, dude. But I do think that's a little harsh, Tony. Tony. The fuck is this thing? tools. What are tat tools? Anyone ideas? What's a tat tool? Anyone know what a tat tool is? It's heavy. The fuck is it? Anyone know? What is this for? What's this for? I know what this is. A tat tool. All right, let's go. All right. Okay. No, it's not tattoos. I don't know what tat tool is. What are these fans? Well, what? Belt. I don't know. Ask him if he's got belts. I like this camera shit. All right, let's do this here. I like this. Tony. No, we're not MAGA here.
こちらお釣りの返しとレシートの返しと、買い取りアップのクーポンになっております。ございます。
Let's go find a belt. Oh, look, they use the same. They use the same music for closing. Listen, probably American-owned store. Bringing shit over. Look, doesn't that look like? Well, it looks like looks like a black guy in my car, doesn't it? Look like two people in my car. Oh, up there. Tony, why you attacking my Asian dude? Did he say when he came back? Did he say something? Or are you just tying him out again?
Yeah, we should. I mean, really, like, you know, if you don't like someone, Tony, you know, time out for 10 seconds. All right. If they say something like an 86-second one, that's reserved for assholes. And you can just ignore. I think you can even block people. I think you can block people yourself and you won't even see them anymore. I mean, I think that's an option. Yeah, he knows. I talked to Weston. I don't talk about Marxist shit, dude. That's what I'm saying. You just put them out for 10 seconds, it deletes all their conversation. If people are saying shit like, you know, violence and other things, then you just put them out for 10 seconds, say, don't talk shit, you know. I don't think so. It's not timeout people. Cheryl's got that power. Crystal has that. Crystal Sigler. Crystal, if you want to time mouth out, you know, I don't know why. What did mouth do? What's up, Bruce? Listen to my poor chest. I'm probably gonna, like, not be here next week. Worry about that. I got like a horrible chest cold again. You got no sound? What the fuck? Let's try there. All right, check. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're a moderator and you're having an issue with another moderator, just block them. Just take the 2 seconds to block them so you don't see them anymore, you know. But really, I want the whole point is the blue isn't moderators. It's about whacking and playing whack-a-Nazi, you know, on that. That's what it's all about. I don't know why either. I love all you guys. Y'all guys are great. I mean, we have to fight, focus our I know that there's a lot of angst, right? Every day you guys are living in angst. You know, you're living in a fascistic country with fascism all around you, fascism on your news, being fucking hit with you every day. You know, it must be, I mean, I live in a society where when I want to, you know, go into it, I can watch the YouTube videos and stuff like that. But apart from that, it's like it doesn't exist. America literally doesn't exist outside of that. I have to physically go and look. Like, you know, I don't think, you know, people are starting to wake up to the reality of how bad ICE is. Because once you build up ICE the way it is, getting rid of ICE is not gonna, it's gonna be hard to do. Even if we get in a democratic, you know, I still don't think there's gonna be elections. I think that, I really don't. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. But I think that there's gonna be a gray swan event. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna be cracking down. They want violence. They want people, you know, look what was happening in Brussels today. People were just peacefully protesting and they were being sprayed, you know, with chemicals and shit. What we stand for in here is we are pro-Constitution. We are pro the rule of law. We are pro, you know, everyone should have the same legal protections as anyone else. And unfortunately in America, that's been stripped away. You know, when you've got when you have people like Trump who can just avoid shit, you know, and get out of the horrific crimes that this fucker did. And then you've got, you know, people like Elaine Maxwell, who's a pedophile rapist, now probably going to be pardoned by Trump. But I really don't think that's going to help him. I really don't. I think Americans will see through that shit and realize that they've been played all this time. That's what I believe. Yeah. You know, and we've got our second Luigi, you know, Luigi 2.0. All right, Luigi 2 in New York. Second Luigi in New York, you know, came in from, you know, from Nevada. I mean, and I really think it's going to be an epidemic. It's going to be another epidemic. Luigi epidemic is coming. You got two. That's how school shootings started this way, right? All that shit started this way. And as people get more and more disgruntled, they're going to say, fuck it. You know? What do I have to lose? Just ignore it. Why are you creating a drama? Why are you creating a drama? I'm just removing your comments, mouth. Alright. I just don't want to see comments. If I see attacks on other people, I'll just remove your comments. There you go. Tony, 10-second timeout. Southmount, 10-second timeout. You guys go to a room, you know, jerk each other off, all right, and then come back here with a clear mind. Come on, guys. All right, focus on fuck Donald Trump. Jerk each other off, do the Trump dance on each other, right? Clean your room, guys. Yeah, go clean your room. Go take care of your beautiful wife. Wanting people not to die is not and will never be anti-Semitic. Wanting people not to die is not and will never be anti-Semitic. 100%, Jack. 100%, Jack. 100%. And that's you know, in how the media has portrayed the people who were opposing, you know, in universities, speaking out against the genocide of women and children and asking the university to stop funding corporations. You know, that's freedom of speech. All right, on that. That's right. Thanks, Bruce. There you go, Bruce. Bruce just promoted you. Exactly. That's what the channel's all about. Me firing up the MAGAs, right? But we're not getting. I think our channel's being suppressed again. We're not getting it. Well, it'll be like maybe we're gonna be down this month, or maybe you guys have done such a fucking amazing job whacking fucking Nazis, right? The baby Nazis that they don't want to come back for more. They figured it out. How many times are you gonna come to a channel just to get fucking smashed on your head by you know, by it? He does like his barbecue. Yeah. You need to go. Tony needs to go and work one out. Get it so your wife ain't walking right or something. On there. We're adding, hey, we're at 6,000, dude. We're nearly at 7,000 subscribers. I appreciate everyone subscribing and being part of this. I did release them all. I released all of them. I released them all 2 days ago. I think we're on a restriction. Or are you guys been beating them up so bad? And I try to use, like, I'm trying to use May. I know, we're going to get in Eclair now. I know you don't kind of like people. You're a fucking chef. Dude, I'd hate to have been in your kitchen, dude. What were you like in your kitchen? You must have been one bitch of a fucking chef. Were you the type of chef that would throw pans at people? Fucking. All right. That's what I want to know. What type of chef were you, Tony? That's my wife wanted that Claire. Oh, that's good. Made my son want that. All right, let's go. Oh, we need milk. You have no milk. Grab a milk. Grab a milk. What other milk? What is that other milk there? What is that other milk there? Is that milk? Huh? It's expensive. It's like a little cheaper. I grab that milk too. Grab the other milk for Tommy. The green one for Tommy. See if he likes that milk. Interesting. And that low-fat milk is fucking that price. Oh, these look good. Oh, how much are those? These look good. I love these. This is mochi with a little pudding inside. Let's see what they are. I don't know. Oh my god, I gotta get one of these. Oh, this is $1. I gotta buy that. It was on sale. Young guy. I need to get money. Let's get money. Then.
You won't sleep. You'll be up all night watching silly videos, not sleeping. Huh? Have a glass of milk. Why are you throwing that away? Don't you need this the thing? cheese. What kind of cheese? I didn't hear you. What? How are you in the kitchen, Tony? I gotta do my breath treatment. I'm back. Battery died on me. Damn, it's already at 5%.
I think the people whose ancestors fought in the Civil War have a hell of a lot more claim over America than the people who say they don't belong. One of the things that struck me is J.D. Vance can use his $5 purse and he can try to give things a veneer of respectability. These are the same racist, xenophobic policies that we have seen from this administration since day one. And someone at TPM wrote this, I thought it was exactly what he's talking about. Is
Some Americans are more American. Fucking xenophobic.
an America where heritage counts as much as values. And that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Do we want to redefine American identity to be about heritage? And would J.D. Vance like to know about all of the Mexican Americans who fought during the U.S. Civil War? I mean, it is, let's play a little bit more of this because I think people really need to understand that this is exactly who J.D. Vance is and why it is so just the opposite of American. Identifying America, well, first of all, it would include hundreds of millions, maybe billions of foreign citizens who agree with the principles of the Declaration of Independence. Must we admit all of them tomorrow? I just want to know the words of the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal. It wasn't just a slogan. That is a political thesis. The idea that in America, what makes you American is not your heritage, but your equality and your values.
Exactly.
And the founding fathers rejected this idea of what some experts now are calling it. When he's talking about split and soil, like nationalism. Yeah. And the founding fathers rejected it. You can look at the Federalist Papers #1, the Federalist Papers #10. They were very, very clear that America is not going to be a country based on heritage. Because to be very clear, I, Alicia, and Mike are just as American as J.D. Vance. I think the people whose ancestors fought in the Civil War have a hell of a lot more claim over America than the people who say they don't belong. One of the things that struck me is J.D. Vance can use his $5 purse and he can try to give things a veneer of respectability. These are the same racist, xenophobic policies that we have seen from this administration since day one. And someone at TPM wrote this. I thought it was exactly right. What he is talking about is an America where heritage counts as much as values. And that's
簡潔な旅行の計画はトリップジニーにお任せ。AI 旅行プランナーのトリップジニーと理想の旅をクリエイト。Cheap car rental reservations at SkyTicket. Compare rental cars at low prices nationwide. Easy reservations. Up to 70%
I've got to
off.
feed the spider.
Book now with the app. SkyTicket.
Go on. Go on, fat girl.
To saying the quiet part out loud, advocating for being what it means to be an American. And over the holiday weekend, Vance addressed a friendly audience at the Claremont Institute, a right-wing conservative think tank that has called for the end of birthright citizenship. Now, Vance seemed to call for a vision of citizenship where people whose ancestors have been here longer have more of a claim to be American. Take a listen.
I think the people whose ancestors fought in the Civil War have a hell of a lot more claim over
Look how fat my
America who say they don't belong.
Vance went on to blame so-called illegal immigrants.
Look how fat my spider is.
For, quote, cheapening
That's a fat
the very
spider.
meaning of citizenship. Vance's remarks
I
came
put another.
after Donald Trump signed into law a bill that $50 billion cash infusion for immigration enforcement and border security.
I watched the entire speech. I encourage everyone to
Yes.
take 40 minutes and watch it beginning to end, because one of the things that struck me is JD Vance can use his $5 words and he can try to give things a veneer of respectability. These are the same racist, xenophobic policies that we have
God
seen
damn, that's
from
a
this
fat spider.
administration since
Look how
day
fat
one.
that spider
And
is.
someone at TPM wrote this. I thought it
How
was
fat that
what
is.
he's talking about is
That
an
spider.
America where
That
heritage
spider is
counts as
so
much as
fucking huge.
and that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Do we want to redefine American identity to be a heritage? And would
I've been
JD Vance
feeding
like
it.
to know
I've been
all of the
feeding it these
Mexican Americans
caterpillars.
who fought during the U.S. War? I mean, it is, let's play a little bit more of this, because I think people really need to understand that this is exactly who JD Vance is and why it is so. And the opposite of American. He literally comes from our founding fathers in this portion about the Declaration of Independence.
It does. Look how big, look how huge that spider is. Look how huge that spider is.
That's a definition that is way over-inclusive and under-inclusive at the same time.
It's like, look, I put a damn caterpillar. It doesn't even want it. It's like I don't even want it. And this web is from yesterday. This is not a new web. It's like the laziest fucking spider.
I just want to note that the words in the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal, it wasn't just a slogan. That is a political thesis. The idea that in America, what makes you American is not your heritage, but your equality and your values. And the founding fathers rejected this idea of
She's got no kids yet. She hasn't made a baby yet. Charlotte. Charlotte. Look, it's turned its back on it.
The Federalist Papers number 10, they were very, very clear that America is not going to be a country based on heritage. Because to be very clear, Alicia and Michael are just as American as J.D. Vance.
Come on, go get that damn food.
This conversation is that it exactly proves what the founders hoped for. Despite their own slaves, not including women, literally in the language of the document. But this moment in our history is what the founders would hope happened.
I know, look how huge it is. Like, look at the abdomen. It's just so huge.
Is that the definition of America and Americans is what we.
It doesn't want to eat anymore.
And by that very definition, who we are at this table defines us as Americans, because it
Look.
goes to the freedom.
It's like, fuck that damn
It goes to the
caterpillar.
opportunity, it goes to the inalienable rights. It
Oh,
goes to
there she goes.
the things that you and your
There she goes.
Three people who come to this country so
Go on. Get her, Charlotte.
by the grist of
There she goes.
their excitement to be here, helped make this country what it is. Whether it's a Mexican American heritage, an African American heritage, a white European heritage, it's what America's all about. So you need to get on that.
Oh, it is. I've been feeding it every night. A caterpillar. It's been getting a caterpillar a night.
Being a citizen is and showing the family barbecue what it looks like
We, the people, order to
every day. Every day.
Michael Steele invited Janie Mance and the family.
Oh, look. It's responding. I think it's like one of the biggest fucking spiders ever.
初心者でも分かりやすい。今、注目企業を元にした継続しやすい隙間時間で学べる。
Let's see if any others I could feed.
すべて無料。
There's a couple up there I can feed.
一切かかりません。
A couple up there.
LINE を登録して、
Another
プ
there.
レゼントと学習サポートを取りましょう。
There.
最初の一歩を私たちが全力で応援します。
See if I find a smaller caterpillar. Feeding the there's a big one right there. Look at this one here. Oh my god, a big one. Look at that one. Oh no. I knocked it off. It was too heavy. Go. Come on, get it. That's a fat one. Check this one out. That's a fucking big old fucking caterpillar. Look.
Breaking news. Donald Trump's big mad about the Trump economy. And so this afternoon, as we just discussed, he ordered the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, a part of the Department of Labor that collects and reports American employment data, to be fired. They didn't do anything else. They just report the data. Now, did Trump do that because the stock market tanked today after the jobs report showed an anemic 73,000 jobs created last month? Or did he do it because he needed yet another outrageous distraction from the Jeffrey Epstein scandal in which he and his administration are currently deeply engulfed? Maybe both, but for sure not for the stated reason that the BLS commissioner was somehow biased against him. I'm pretty sure he didn't know who the BLS commissioner was before this morning. The bad economic news and Epstein were both front page news today after Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator and convicted child sex trafficker, was quietly moved to a women's only minimum security federal prison camp in Texas, just days after Maxwell met with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, Trump's former criminal defense attorney. NBC News reports the Federal Bureau of Prisons did not specify why she was transferred, but according to the Bureau's designation policy, Maxwell appears ineligible to be housed at a minimum security prison camp because she's a convicted sex offender. Sex offenders must be in at least a low-level security prison like Federal Correctional Institution Tallahassee, unless she received a waiver. Only the administrator of BOP's Designation and Sentence Computation Center can make that decision, according to the waiver policy. Trump played dumb today when a reporter asked about what Trump meant Tuesday when he said Jeffrey Epstein stole people from Trump's Florida club.
7 years from the time that you learned that people were being stolen from Mar-a-Lago to the time that you picked up at the prison.
I don't understand your question. Don't let me ask you to repeat it or clarify it. I'm just going to move on now. Nothing to see here. Except Bloomberg reports.
So that spider doesn't want it. It's so full. It doesn't even want it.
Been blacked out. An FBI Freedom of Information Act team redacted Trump's name and the names of other prominent public figures from the documents, according to 3 people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to speak with the media. That team, tasked with conducting a final review of the voluminous cache, had applied the redactions before the DOJ and the FBI concluded last month that, quote, no further disclosure of the files would be appropriate or warranted, end quote. The family of Virginia Giuffre and 2 other Epstein and Maxwell survivors said this about Maxwell's prison upgrade, quote, President Trump has sent a clear message today. Pedophiles deserve preferential treatment and their victims do not matter. It was with horror and outrage that we object to the preferential treatment convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell has received. Ghislaine Maxwell is a sexual predator who physically assaulted minor children on multiple occasions, and she should never be shown any leniency. Yet without any notification to the Maxwell victims, the government overnight has moved Maxwell to a minimum security luxury prison in Texas. This is the justice system failing victims right before our eyes. The American public should be enraged by the preferential treatment being given to a pedophile and a criminally charged child sex offender. The Trump administration should not credit a word Maxwell says, as the government itself sought charges against Maxwell for being a serial liar. This move smacks of a cover-up. The victims deserve better. Trump wants to make his own reality. Jeffrey Epstein, nothing to see here, in spite of the obvious lack of transparency from him and the administration and the obvious questions raised by that. He wants to do the same thing, by the way, with the economy. The Dow dropped 540 points.
You see that yellow stuff? That's coming out of the caterpillar. That's like
of today's jobs report. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, which I mentioned earlier, reported that the U.S. economy added just 73,000 net new jobs in July, and the job gains for May and June were revised down by a combined 258,000 jobs. And so Donald Trump, without any evidence, said today the numbers were, quote, rigged in order to make the Republicans and me look bad. A total scam.
Shit.
Not only is today's employment report uniquely bad, but revisions to the prior month show that we've seen 35,000 net new jobs created for the last 3 months. January was revised down to 111,000. February was revised down to 102,000. March revised down to 120,000. April, 156,000. May was revised down to 19,000. June was revised down to 14,000. There is simply no way to put lipstick on this pig. And here's the thing. Most people don't follow data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Most people understand the job market viscerally. They see it in their paycheck, in their bank accounts, in their grocery bills. Trump cannot truth social his way out of what Americans are experiencing with their own eyes and their wallets. But that's not going to stop him from trying. Hours after the release of that weak jobs report, Donald Trump fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Erica Bet-Entarfer, on social media. He told reporters this.
All right. Let's see how.
I believe the numbers were phony.
I believe the numbers were phony.
Not Donald Trump's arbitrary and damaging trade war, which he's still pursuing in a way that is arbitrary and damaging, and as a federal appeals court ruled this week, quite simply illegal. The Wall Street Journal editorial board isn't confused about it. Mr. Trump seems to understand that the jobs report signals trouble because on Friday he ordered the fire.
Yeah, I was interested. I love watching Naked too. How big? It's an experiment, Tony. How fat can I make that spider? Let's turn the light off here. Well, I never locked the door, but my wife's like, "Did you lock the door?" Oh, I fucking did lock it. Huh? Did you eat your eclair? Huh? My wife's watching baseball. Why are you watching baseball, Mama? I'm sure can I. Did Tommy eat his? The big one. How was for Tommy? Did Mike eat it? Here's my fat. Look at that. Look at that. Mm. You don't want it? It is good. Did you put your milk away? My wife cooked tonight. I didn't have to cook. She cooked curry rice and this amazing chicken dish. It was really good. So I got a day off. Mm. It's like a pudding, and it's got, the caramel on top. It's really good. Now my kids were like, my wife makes a wicked curry. Curry. It was really good. Here's actually, here it is right here. Look at that. You want to put this curry away, Mama? What are you gonna do with the curry? Put it away in the fridge? Yeah. I think I need a bigger one. Maybe that's big enough. Oh shit. Shit. Need a bigger one. God damn it. Trying to find one big enough. Trying to find a thing big enough for it. Huh? Use what? Huh? Huh? You mean water pot? Supervisor. Ah. What are you doing tomorrow? All right, bye-bye. No. You take one of your... Well, yeah, sure. Yeah. Why, you can't find someone else to go with? You don't know anyone to go with you? How about Kanan-chan's mama? Nande? I'm going to bed. You guys have a great day. Undoubtedly. Keep up the good fight. Fight, fight, fight. Don't squabble, squabble, squabble.